Jeff, thanks for your time.
No problem.
Yeah, I'm just trying to connect some people here.
That's what's up.
But we just met, and so I just start. Tell me about yourself, man. Where were you born and raised?
Man, I was born and raised in Atlanta, Georgia. ATL, like for real, man. It was rough and tough out there, man. So it's like, I decided to move out here. I was just like basically looking for something. And I found something out here. It's like, but it's like it don't stop there though. It's like, it still struggles through each and every day, trials and tribulations. But so I'm finding my way out here.
Well, tell me about growing up. What was growing up like for you?
Growing up, man, it was real wild. In the urban city, it get wild out there. So it was a lot of things I wouldn't say I was subject to, but it was a lot of things that I had to go through. It wasn't like normal adolescent stuff. Just to touch on it briefly.
Yeah, tell me about it. I mean, was mom and dad around? Or?
Oh, yeah, but it's like only so much they could do when they at work.
Yeah.
They at work, it's like, you got to learn to be your own man from 7 years old on up.
Yeah. So what you're saying, when you were 7?
When I was 7, I was a grown man already.
They went to work, and you had to kind of be by yourself, or?
I be with siblings. Like I got 5 sisters, I got 2 brothers.
Okay.
So it's like, we was shorties, were watching shorties, but it was like, it was good though. I grew up in the 90s, it was wholesome. I swear to God, it was wholesome compared to how kids live now in the 2000s. It wasn't nothing like this. It's like I was living safely in Atlanta, Georgia. Wayne Wiggums and all that scary talk, but it's like, it was nice and safe. I had a good upbringing.
Yeah, right on. Well, tell me about, let's see, high school? You were in high school?
High school, yeah.
What were you doing in high school?
I'm sorry?
What were you doing in high school?
In high school, man, I was still trying to find myself because it's like I was lost. I didn't know a lot about myself having so many siblings because it's like it wasn't time I never had time to like sit there and think and think about me and only me. So it's like, I had a lot of extra entities, if you would, in my mind as far as like keeping me jaded from really learning myself for real though.
Well, let's see, what was your thing in high school? What were you guys doing? What was your crew doing?
Oh man, it was like, me, honestly, I was a bit of a loner. So it's like I would be by myself, like still to today. It's like, man, I'll be by myself before I be with a group of people. But man, honestly, what I was doing, I was preparing myself for the move because I knew I was leaving. I was like, I'm not staying in Atlanta.
Well, how come? Why'd you want to move?
Nah, man, Atlanta it's not a real nice place. It's not a lot of room for growth and to be a free-spirited person, to be to be your own person. It's not like that. It's like you kind of gotta subject yourself and build yourself off of somebody else's platform for them to consider you, be worthy of just freelancing, just walking around, just existing around them, because everybody has such a strong personality.
Let's see. So, in your 20s, what was going on in your life?
In my 20s, I had just moved out here.
Well, tell me about that move. Like, why'd you pick Seattle?
Seattle of all places.
Yeah,
Seattle is like probably the place I've been to the most because we always have a family reunion out here. And it's like just living in Atlanta. It's like, man, you go from just, oh damn, it's hot. It's so hot out here. It's like, there's so many bugs out here, to coming out here and it's like it's a foresty state and a lot of nature, mountains, and whatnot. And it's like the ocean, the view. Like, it's a beautiful place.
It is.
I mean, I got older and really took a look around, but it's still a beautiful place. I still feel like that.
Yeah. No doubt. I mean, the summer's here.
Oh yeah.
Nothing compares. Nothing compares. It is gorgeous. Mm-hmm. And so, well, how'd you get out here? Did you drive out here, fly out here?
Honestly, my first time coming out here, I took the Greyhound.
Oh wow.
That's that 3-day trip.
Yeah.
3 days. 3 days and almost 3 nights.
And you're by yourself?
Yeah, just by myself. Honestly, it's like I go around and I roam by myself, man. It's like, what's gonna happen is gonna happen. So it's like, you know, Jesus take the wheel. We gonna go this way, and we gonna see what happens. And it's like, you know, I know as long as I stay to myself and I keep my mannerisms mild, I'm good.
Yeah, there's something to that adventure, right?
I love that. Yeah, I'm very adventurous. I love to do. I love to take adventure. The road less traveled.
Yeah, that's right, man. Mm-hmm. Road less traveled. I mean, it's just you meet people, you experience these things, and
exactly,
it's an adventure like that.
It's priceless.
We'll see. So, you said that yesterday was your birthday. Mm-hmm. You turned 33. Mm-hmm. Happy birthday!
Thank you.
Welcome
Appreciate it.
When was let's see, you took that Greyhound how many years ago?
Oh man, ooh, okay, so I want to say about 20, no, who was it, 20, no, not 20, I want to say about 12 years ago, yeah.
12 years ago.
12
and so
years.
When you got to Seattle, did you hook up with family?
Yeah, I hooked up with family.
Gotcha. Okay.
Hooked up with my family, I got a few aunts out here.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I got a few aunts, like a gang of cousins. So it's like, yeah.
So did you live with them? Like, did you start working? Did you what was the plan? Or
it was like it started off like that. It's like, you know what I mean, and people deferred. It's like, you know, honestly, like you start to think about just like hitting the ground running. It's like, well, you know, maybe this is for me, maybe that's not for me. People defer. It's like, you know, maybe what you trying to do ain't what they trying to do, or vice versa. It's like that.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, tell me about your current situation. Where are you at, Jeff?
My current situation, man, it's like I'm trying to get up out the hole now.
Yeah. Well, so what's that like? How'd you get in the hole? Like, how did that
I get
happen?
in the hole? Honestly, man, a few of my bad decisions. And the first start of COVID.
Oh, really? Tell me about that.
Yeah, so it's like I'm just used to just having it, because it's like, you know, I can always go work. I'm very employable. I have a very good resume, mad references that you could actually call. I'm like, keep them on call. But it's like, man, I got a really good resume, and it's like predominantly I do a lot of food work. So it's like, you know what I mean, I'm a skilled culinary, I say artist.
It's called the culinary arts for a reason.
Man, and it's like, you know, I do my thing, and I get down like with that, but it's like, you know, during COVID, it's like it really hit. Yeah, we had like 10% seating. So not only that, but the gratuity goes up. People don't want to come spend money. So it's like, before you know it, you getting sent home every day to, oh, well, just don't come next week. And it's like, the money was good, but it's like, man, honestly, the way that the money came with the stimuluses and all the extra funds, whew, I think I must have died and went to heaven until I realized, oh man, all dessert ain't good. So it's like, you know, just falling into patterns of spending. And then it's like, next thing you know, you like look around like, damn, where'd the money just go?
Yeah. Well, what was your first experience when you were unhoused? How did that happen? What was that transition?
Man, it's like one day you on the inside, and the next day you outside. Like, damn.
But you were living with your aunts?
Oh,
time?
No.
By that time or no?
Nah, I was doing my own thing with my roommates or whatever.
Okay, so you
and
had
we ended up losing an apartment.
And then everyone scattered.
Yeah, basically it was like, everybody, Jesus take the wheel, everybody for themselves. Like, you know what I mean? You just got to make something happen.
Did you go from that apartment to the streets, or did you couch surf for a little bit? Or
Nah. Honestly, I had to stay in my car for a second.
Oh, you had that. There you go.
Yes.
And then what happened to your car eventually?
Man, okay, so it's like, I'm gonna just say that it was compromised, and it's like, after so much go wrong on a car, becomes a money pit. And it's like, you know, it went from being a vehicle to being like my you know, my everyday sleeper shit, to not being anything at all, because like, it's not gonna sit there forever. people would like get bored, they vandalize things or whatever. Now it's becoming an eyesore, it's a nuisance. So now I gotta go. My transmission had went bad, and it's like, that's like, okay, so I paid like $1,900 for the car, and then it's like now they want like $3,400 for a new transmission. I'm like, oh man, it's like, it's like, man, it gotta go down. It's like, and it was just like a downward spiral from there. It's like, I'm just like thinking of how much I'm losing. It's like when you get in a situation like that, you just gotta let it free fall. It's like, what's gonna happen, what's gonna happen. Everything is everything. So it's like, if it's gonna leave, it's gonna leave.
So eventually that car it's gone.
Yeah.
And then you hit the streets without that.
Yeah, without it. And I was just like, what's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. And it's like, I just gotta hold on to be strong. And it's like, just be mindful that, it's another day. It's always gonna be another day.
I'm curious, you have a very optimistic, positive attitude. Where does that come from?
Man, honestly, it's from experiencing a lot of things. Cause look, I can tell you this, I have faced hardship, but I've seen miracles happen. I've seen them happen, and it's like, I can't fathom, like, why it happened, why something happened good for me or whatever. But it's like, when it does, it's just like, okay, well, things ain't all bad. And it's like, you can't always be a pessimist and think pessimistically, because it's like, you kind of manifest those things on yourself.
Yeah, gotcha. And so, the first time you hit the streets, I mean, were you scared? Was it like exciting? Was
Honestly,
it like,
no.
I can do this?
Honestly, no. It's like, you gotta get comfortable with the whole just being outside all the time. But it's like, I don't know. It's like, I don't have many troubles like as far as like bullying and stuff like that. So it's just like, establishing the area to take over and just be like, you're on 100% patrol. It's just all you, like, man. And so it's like, it was uncomfortable. Yeah. But then it's like, I don't know. I guess when you get in that setting, you get friends that are experiencing the same thing, and it's like, you can relate to somebody. So it's like, it becomes okay, not okay, but it's like, it's bearable. It's bearable. But it's just like, since this, I don't know, since it's become like I say this become a pandemic now, and it's like people are like, I don't know, I feel like they moving in on the lower class. I don't want to say that. I don't even want to say that. I just want to say the less fortunate. But to be honestly, and I'm gonna say this, it's like the things that, like, the subject and the treatment that they are blatantly acting out in the workplace, when that's not what you do. That's against protocol, and that's a what do you call that? That's job misconduct. It's a fireable offense. But it's like, people like disrespect you all day and every day because they feel like that you don't live here, or you don't live there. You don't live right next door to them, so you must be homeless. But I don't know. I say it's an interesting time to be alive, because it's like, honestly, people, I don't know, they probably piss me off or whatever. But it's like, I'm not gonna take that too much to heart, because it's like the things that I've been through and the discrimination and shit that I've been through, as far as like, just being me. I don't know, and it's like, I was dealing with that before, but it's an interesting time to be alive. It is, because I'm seeing that, and it's like, most of my friends are predominantly, of different ethnical backgrounds or whatever. But it's like, we all share the same struggle. So it's like, I'm seeing them, I'm like, yo, I know exactly how that felt. You know what I mean? When like a person tried to come at you like that, because it's like, man, you're in a fight or flight situation, and it's like, I can understand that totally. But I don't know, it's wrong. I'm keeping my eyes open. I'm trying to stay optimistic about it, but it's like, I don't know. Life is all about experience, man. It's about what you go through and how you go flip that from that position that you left in.
Yeah. You kind of touched on a little bit, Jeff, but is there anything that you'd want to say to the people of Seattle?
Man, we don't like it no more than y'all that we are here like this. That's all it is, man. Because it's like, you make some mistakes, man. It's like, honestly, I was up. And then it's like, you know what I mean? So I'm in a disposition, but it's like, honestly, it could be you the next day. So it's like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Just don't feel like, you know, I'm holier than thou just because, you know, this situation is cool that day. Because God take you out of that situation so quick. So quick. So it's like, you know, no ill will on my behalf. And it's like, it's not my fault why, it's not your fault why I'm in this position. And vice versa, vice. But it's like, you know, honestly, it's good people, it's bad people. It's like, you can't stereotype everybody.
Yeah, there's, everyone everywhere. Good people, bad people, and all in between.
Mm-hmm.
Housed, unhoused, whatever. Well, Jeff, what do you want, man? What does your future look like?
My future, man, honestly, I'm trying to start it back up. And man, honestly, I want to do things in culinary, man.
Yeah.
Like I got dreams, I got aspirations, but it's like, you know.
Well, tell me about those dreams.
Those dreams, man. I know I want a restaurant. I know I do, but it's like, you know what I mean. As far as just having one restaurant or having a chain of restaurants like that, I've watched shows like Bar Rescue and stuff like that. I know it could be money pits, but I don't know. I'm still dreaming about it.
Good.
I'm still dreaming about it.
Yeah, I think it's important.
Yeah, to have something that's driving you.
That's right.
Like, yo, I know, you know what I mean, shit, 10, 20 years, I'm had this and that, and, you know, I'm had this restaurant here, that restaurant there. Hire all my own people.
Yeah, do it, man.
Man, honestly, I can't wait for it.
Yeah.
I know it's coming.
Yeah. You're good, go for it.
How you doing?
Jeff, man, thanks for your time.
I appreciate you.
Yeah,
I appreciate you taking time to listen.
Yeah, man, it's good to hear your voice.
I appreciate it.
Man. All right, let me grab that little mic.